What's up, y'all? It's your boy Kweegle back here with another video, man. And I just had to come talk to you guys about the game, just to discuss my thoughts on it, man. And again, sorry I haven't been on in a while, man. Like y'all know, I'm out here in Louisiana helping during the hurricane relief as a field inspector. You know, writing estimates, hopping on roofs, that old good jazz. But this isn't about that, man. This is about that abysmal performance I saw out of the Philadelphia Eagles yesterday against the Cincinnati Bengals. Now, there were a lot of bad things that I took out of that game, but there were still some bright spots I saw of that game, and I just want to say first and foremost that this game loss was not on Carson Wentz. The tie was not on Carson Wentz, because if you don't have Carson Wentz and his miraculous performance in the fourth quarter, you're looking at 0-3 anyway. I blame the end result on Doug Peterson's, for the third straight week in a row, a lack of creativity in play calling. If you're down already 0-2 and you have a chance to win the game with just getting 12 more yards by just believing in your quarterback who got you there in the first place, why not just, go for it and keep the offense on the field? Or better yet, why not just let Jake Elliott kick that field goal? Because if he misses it, like you have a rookie quarterback on the Cincinnati 49 with 12 seconds to go, and I think he had, one timeout left. And even today, Doug even came out and said that he regrets that decision. And honestly, man, Doug should just look at it. Doug should look at himself in the mirror and evaluate why he's been such a poor coach and not providing any help to Carson Wentz, who is not void of any kind of accountability, as for the third straight week he's thrown 2 interceptions, something that's very unbecoming of him since his rookie year in 2016. Now, what may be going on with Carson Wentz, it could be a lot of things. Now, Doug Peterson has talked about changing up the offense to help ease Carson Wentz's mind, which is kind of retarded, because if you're going to ease his mind, then go back to what worked for him. Go back to the RPO. You know what I'm saying? Get him outside of the pocket, where he's notably known as the best quarterback when outside the pocket. And I just don't know why we haven't been utilizing the system. I don't know. And then on defense, man, Jim Schwartz, dog. I know I gave him kind of the benefit of the doubt last year after those last 4 games of the season. But the stuff he did in that Cincinnati Bengals game, I just can't forgive that. It's been a very common theme with him to have very poor defensive schemes that put the defense in a bigger hole, and just giving up unnecessary 10+, 20+, 30-yard plays down the field. And it goes to show you, because now you got corners who left this team doing better with the team that that they left to. Rasul Douglas is the number 10 corner in the league according to PFF. Sidney Jones at number 13, and then you got Avonte Maddox all the way down, probably in the hundreds. And it's just poor play on both sides of the field. The only bright spot about yesterday was the defensive line and just the heart that Carson Wentz showed in the fourth quarter to get us to that overtime and giving us another opportunity to win. But there's a lot to clean up, man. The defense has to get it together. Doug's play calling has to get better. He has to learn what Carson Wentz's strengths are and play to those strengths. And stop putting Carson Wentz in situations where he's having to force the ball because he doesn't have confidence in the play. And Carson Wentz just has to clean up these mistakes, dude. At least, I'd rather him just throw it away than throw an interception, because when you have more turnovers than the opposing team, you usually are going to lose that game. Because the game of football is really who can win the turnover battle. And we seen that yesterday with the Saints and Packers game, where you had The Saints with 3 fumbles and 1 lost, and the Packers had 2 penalties for 10 yards, while the Saints had 8 penalties for like 83 yards. Like, you can't have that. No matter how great of a team you are, no matter how much you talk about these high expectations, man, it's the little things that matter. And right now, we're not doing like the little things very well. Yesterday should not have happened. We should have had more pressure on Joe Burrow. The defensive scheme on these receivers should have been better, because we know what Joe Burrow is against man defense, and we know what he is against zone defense, according to Next Gen Stats. Joe Burrow throws 8.3 yards per attempt against the man defense and 5.6 yards per attempt in the zone. So and Jim Schwartz not playing to this just lets me know, man, that he probably has to go, like a lot of players on this team. And then just bad wide receiver play. You're not going to win a game if Zach Ertz is your number 1 target and wide receiver. And Deshaun Jackson gone. I think this is his last year in Philly. It should be his last year in Philly, because once again, he has left Carson alone with no reliable targets to throw to, and having his best receiver be itty-bitty Greg Ward, who got shut down the second half and was little of no use. But I still have faith. I'm not going to lie. I still have faith in this team. I believe that we can still turn it around. And it's not the end of the world.